about to get into live. Be sure to follow our amazing sponsors, Fiya Infusion, Tax Strategy, Ask BlueJae, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, and Black Dollar Days. And be sure to tune into our other programming throughout the week. All right, y'all, let's get it. Meet author, speaker, and coach, Ask Catherine, founder of CHBM Services LLC, dedicated to reducing poverty among single-parent homes through career development and resources. From books to apparel, events, and an entire listing of virtual workshops, as well as CHBM Services U, they've definitely got something for everyone. Visit chbmservices.com for more information. Oh, and don't forget to tune in to Ask Catherine every second and fourth Saturday at 2 p.m. on FluentRadio. Are you or someone you know in need of a job? Go ahead and reach out to Closing the Gap Staffing. They have positions available for all professionals. Visit ClosingTheGap.com for more information. And be sure to let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Hey, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Y'all, I'm so excited about tonight's show. I got Ask Catherine backstage right now. Y'all don't even know. We are talking about all things CHBM Services tonight. I'm so excited. If you like what you're hearing in the background, that is Vice by Chaz Up. So make sure that you all get in tune. It's available on all platforms where you listen to your favorite music. If you're just joining in with me, make sure that you drop those businesses, okay? I'm here to promote you. It's all about you tonight. It's not about me. I'm just here. We getting the word out. So drop your link in the comments. Drop your friends' links. Let's all connect with each other and network tonight. Let me hop in these comments real quick. Hey, good evening to you too. And congratulations on your big achievement. Okay. Y'all make sure y'all go and check out Dwayline. He is absolutely amazing. Aspire Creative. That is him. So right there, y'all make sure y'all get in tune. He put 2 businesses in the comments. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Period. I love it. I love it. If you would like to advertise with me, make sure that you reach out to the bpmediaco.com for more information. You can also visit MzMetchi.com. Like, I love to put together visuals and promote others. It's like the hashtag I push brands. I am really here to push you all. Okay. This is what it's all about. Before I go any further, I have to thank my amazing sponsors. So I mentioned CHBM Services. They are one of our newest sponsors and partners, okay? And we're going to be bringing some resources to families that need it most, okay? So you all make sure that you get in tune. Make sure that you follow after the broadcast. Everything will be hyperlinked. And if you're listening on Spotify, iHeart, anywhere else, you will be able to go ahead and click on these links and go and visit with each of my sponsors because they all have amazing services. Speaking of which, tax strategy. I know some of y'all didn't file y'all taxes. I know it. It's okay. And I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you. But I'm going to need you to go ahead and get that together, okay? Limit your tax liability today with our sponsor, Tax Strategy. Shout out to Fiya Infusions, okay? They bringing you the yummy treats with a twist, okay? Make sure you go and subscribe and get in tune with them. Ask BlueJae, the Black Excellence Collection. I'm going to show y'all my mug every week. I'm going to tell y'all about my Black Excellence mug. Go and shop the Black Excellence Collection, and you can use code MECHI10 to get 10% off at checkout. Okay, so you get the discounts and all of that. All of that. Make sure that you're following Black Dollar Days. The next initiative is going to be this month. So you still have time to register your business. Okay, she's trying to connect all of these businesses together and make sure that we support on the days of her, financial protest. So make sure you get in tune. Last but not least, job opportunity of the week. So you all wouldn't believe this. They still need truckers. We need... I say it to y'all every week. There's a shortage of truck drivers that are out there. Please, if you know someone that's looking, you got an opportunity for them right now. Have them contact Closing the Gap Staffing to go ahead and apply. They do have other positions open. You can visit. I'm going to put the information on here for you all. ClosingTheGapEDU.com if you would like to apply for the trucking position or for the other positions that they have available. Okay, so we helping y'all get some jobs. Let's go. Let's go. Tonight's topic, bonnets. And y'all see I spelled it with 3 N's. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get that together real quick. However, do they belong outside the house? I want to hear what you all have to say about it. We are not here to judge. We're not doing all of that, but I just want to hear what y'all thoughts are. You know, I have my opinion too. You all are going to be surprised, but yeah, I want to talk about it. So before I go any further, it's time to welcome my special guest. She's on her way. Hold on. I got Miss Ask Catherine in the house. Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
How are you?
Oh, now that I'm relocated to another part of my house, I'm completely fine.
you look very much so at ease. You like, this is it. You know, I'm so excited to have you back on the show. It's been over a year now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, because the time is flying. Yes. Mm-hmm.
It is. You know what? The last time that I interviewed you, so before MzMetchi One-on-One, I think our very first interview was when I was with My Radio Chicago. That wasn't it before the pandemic?
It was like literally right
before
the world went to hell. Can I say hell?
You can. Absolutely. You could be as free as you want to be on here. Look, I want you to be real raw and uncut. Okay.
You don't have to test me with a good time. All right.
Look, you came on that first time with Gino Pacino, which he was actually on the show a few weeks ago. And what I really, really loved about interviewing you, you were so real about your experience and just kind of like, you know, where you were at that point. And I really love that transparency, and everybody else did too that tuned in.
I mean, that's what you're going to get, because that's all it is. Like, that's just, to see me is to know me. That's just what it is. That's what it is.
You know, and for those that are not familiar, Ask Catherine, you know, when you came on the show before, it wasn't Ask Catherine. It was just like, I'm like Catherine McNeil, you know. So I love Ask Catherine and everything that embodies that. Can you tell me what brought about like the name change?
So it was just a lot to try to explain consistently. So in an attempt to try to capture who I actually am, right? I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm a coach. It just kind of made sense to throw that together. And then hashtags were hot. Like, people love hashtags. So anything that you can easily get your hands on, drop in a search bar for you to connect with somebody, it just kind of made sense. So I was going through the, I don't want to say refurbishing, so the rebranding phase. And it just seemed like a good idea. So
no, I love it. And then it's just like, I mean, and it's so simple when you say you like author, speaker, and coach. And, you know, you all will have to really know her journey. Like, you've written several books. You've got books out there on the market. I am just always in awe of all of the things that you have accomplished since we met each other. And I ain't even trying to, y'all know, I really admire my guests that come on the show. I see y'all, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, now you've got your show.
Mm-hmm.
On FluentRadio every second and fourth Saturday.
Yep.
What was the inspiration behind that?
Y'all and Melvin, I feel like, put a gun to my head and was like, "Oh, so you should do a radio show." And I was like, "No, I don't have to talk about," because, you know, I'm background. Like, I like to help from behind the scenes. I don't like to be on the forefront. I hate interviewing. I hate doing all of that.
No, you don't hate it.
Yes, I do.
Ask Catherine.
It is so ironic that I do what I do and I'm actually as good at it as I am, because I don't like to be on the forefront. Like, I'm completely laid back behind the scenes. However, if the people need the help, and it's easier for me to get the help to the people by being on the radio or by doing, you know, the interviews, connecting with you, stuff like that, writing the books or whatever, then I'm gonna give the people what I need to give them for them to get what it is that they need. Absolutely. So,
and I love that, because that is the premise of CHBM Services. You provide resources and everything. If you can you just tell them a little bit, give them a little bit of a preview of what you do at CHBM Services?
So, by trade, I'm an industrial organizational psychologist. And what that basically means is if you've ever interacted with any of the, if you've ever interacted with any of the placement tests for jobs, any of the personality tests, things along those lines.
Yes.
Any of the basic interviewing guidelines or practices that go forth in a normal business setting. We are the people who are responsible for that.
Okay.
So because of the fact that I've had the fortunate experience, I guess, to navigate corporate America, not-for-profit sector, the sales sector, I've seen, a few, 2-3 things that would kind of help us.
You've seen several. Okay.
Few 2-3 things that might help us. And I know that there's conversations that we just aren't privy to. And that are just not had. So it just kind of made sense to me to put myself in a situation as to where I could give back. I can't give back for free because, I still got to eat.
Exactly. But we got to survive out here. We trying to survive.
Like, that's the reality of it. And then people don't fully appreciate anything that's just given to them. So it's a partnership. I'm going to charge you a little bit of money and I'm going to pour into you. Just a little bit, because my prices are so ridiculously reasonable. It's just crazy, but it's just for you to put some skin in the game and then we can go forward. I think my most expensive book is $20 and most of them are workbooks. You got journals, you got activities, the whole 9 yards for you to basically deal with things that you have to deal with for you to be able to grow
absolutely
in a professional sector as well as if you're a parent, because I have things that are specific for parents too.
It's funny that you mentioned being in the corporate world because, I talk about it often on the show. I'm still kind of within that world right now. If you could go back, because I don't know about you, was your time in corporate stressful at all?
So I'm still there. Like I absolutely love what I do. So by day, I work for one of the largest utilities in the country, and I work in HR, and I'm on a team that is responsible for the professional and the leadership development.
Okay.
And that's
dope. Hey, wait a minute.
Like,
look, what we not gonna do is just scan past that. Like, ma'am,
it's a big deal, right? Because of the level of individuals in which I engage and actually listen to me when I talk is like crazy. So I'm not going to act like it's not a big deal. And it also helps me to be able to come back to CHBM Service and be like, look, I'm engaging these type of people on a regular basis. I'm not telling you this because it sounds good. Like, I'm telling you this because everybody's not an entrepreneur.
That's right.
Some people got to work.
That's true.
And if you're one of those people that have to work, let me help you.
Absolutely. Look, you just said a whole word because, sometimes I'm always like, what would I do if I didn't have that experience, to take? Because I would be lying if I said that the things that I didn't learn in the corporate world, I haven't incorporated some of those things within my own business. But, a lot of times people kind of want to banish that. And I'm like, hey, there was some good lessons that were brought out of that experience,
I mean, so whenever we get into the arguments of, entrepreneurship versus
like
working,
9-to-5 life.
Like 9-to-5 life, I live in both worlds and I can appreciate it because on those days that my business is not necessarily doing as great as I want it to, which is a natural part of entrepreneurship,
it is.
I still have an income. And then I actually love what it is that I do. And I am intentional in operating in a space that's somewhat different than what I do in entrepreneurship. So it continues to grow me. These people pay for my certifications and all type of other stuff. So with that being said, you work it. Like you work it
the way you need to. Okay. Look, you better get some certificates. Okay.
I want all the letters. Give me all the letters, all the alphabet behind my name. That's just going to completely further me. So I'm going to pour into them and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to pour into y'all. See how that goes.
Okay. A question that I kicked myself when I didn't ask you the first time, and not even on MzMetchi one-on-one, but in your time since you've been helping, because you have a very targeted audience of families that you help with CHBM services. Was there a story or someone that you kind of worked with, and we don't have to give details, of course, but that it sticks out in your mind, like you were very happy to offer those resources to that person?
Well, so I can answer this question a number of ways. One, yes, there's always a story, and the first story was myself, right? My journey is unique. Like, I was pregnant at 19 and I ended up dropping out of college right before my sophomore year. Now, I've graduated and I've done all that and doubled down on the degrees and all that great stuff. But I am a success story. And, I did my own resumes. Like, I was coaching myself. Like, none of what I offer was something that I knew about when I was going through the journey of shifting and kind of grow through and trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the rest of my life and navigating, applying for school, like all of that stuff I did myself. Okay. So primarily, I was the first story. And then because of the fact that I worked in the not-for-profit sector, for a time, and I had the opportunity to build a career development program in the not-for-profit sector, I actually got to see things that I do and meet more people that needed more things that I hadn't even considered, right? Because if you sit in a space where, you go to great schools and you build this network, you're privy to different information. Absolutely. If you're not in those circles, then you have no idea what the resources are. And working in the not-for-profit sector with the reentry community, that was enlightening on a entirely different level. And at first I just worked with men ages 18 to 30. And then I eventually opened that program up to women too. And there are so many people that live in survival mode because they don't know, right? Like they don't know what they don't know. And then they don't know what to ask when those opportunities present themselves. And it was so many different stories that kind of came up because of that it was like, oh, you need to do this. And every time I get an inbox or a text message, they'd be like, I was just reading one of your statuses and you have no idea how much that helped me.
Your statuses. Ask Catherine, look, okay, I see your stuff because you one of the ones you pop right up on my timeline. When I tell y'all, she gonna give you a word, and you better read every last word because it is intentional. Them statuses will push somebody through, girl, for real, for real. You know what? Stuff on there
like that, and thank you for that because that's the only reason why I bear my whole soul. Right? I've been through things. I know people who have been through things, and we don't know because we haven't heard from folks. Like, folks don't understand that a testimony will save somebody's life. Absolutely. And will severely keep them, from doing, you don't have to learn the hard way. There is somebody else that has done something similar or might be going through that. And if we would just open up, just tell the people, you don't have to get down into the nitty-gritty details, but share your story. And that's why I ended up writing books. I mean, I had a very colorful journey to where I am now. No one else needs to go through that. I mean, unless you just need to go through it.
Right. But like, you absolutely want to. But for me, I feel like I was always the type coming up. I'm like, look, somebody got to know what's going on here. I want to get some insight. Have you ever ran into someone that maybe came to you and they needed the help, but in some ways, because like you said, we kind of, things around us, they shape our minds and everything. They kind of rejected that.
Yes. That has happened a couple of times, and I'm not offended. I don't take it personal, and I don't waste my time because what I do know is that this is a journey and it's a lot of work, and I'm not going to do it for you. I'm going to tell you what I know.
That's right.
And I'm going to answer your questions, but I can't grow you for you. I can't go on interviews for you. I can't apply for you. I can't do any of those things for you. And if I could, I still would not, because that takes away from your development process. So with that being said, I'm going to tell you what I know.
And
I'm going to help you figure out how to apply it. And it's good luck and God bless.
And I'm typing in, they're asking what your hashtag is. So I'm typing it in right now.
It's Ask Catherine.
It's literally on the screen, you guys. I really put that. It is. So no, you know what? The work that you do, it is going to impact the people that that you come in contact with. And I think that that's what it's all about. Like, we start our businesses and we do things, but it's mostly for others. That's why when I open up the show, I'm promoting y'all. It's about y'all. What are some things that's coming up that we could look forward to?
Ooh, okay, so
give me the list. I know you got a lot. What's going on? When is the events? Because I want to come to the event.
So we're only going to do one in-person event this year. Shout out to COVID.
Right. Came through just like, I'm destroying all events.
But those of us who were determined to make sure that we held our spaces, we pivoted. That was the word of 2020, right? Like, pivot.
Ooh, it was like, I heard that word everywhere. I heard it everywhere. I'm like,
I hate that.
I'm like, so everybody saying this?
I hate it.
So be your own kind. She said, I'm always open to a cheat sheet. LOL. The purpose for going through things is being a blessing to someone else.
Woo. Come on. That's it right there. Like, I sincerely believe that I've been through what I've been through so that I can help somebody else navigate this. And I tell it all. Like, there is nothing that is taboo. I'm not embarrassed about anything. I mean, I won. So it just is what it is there.
John said your work is a calling.
That is the president of my board.
Okay. Hello, John.
Yes, like one of my biggest supporters on every front. And speaking of board, okay, so the not-for-profit.
Okay.
All right, because those are the events that are coming up. Let's Chat with Ask Cat. My radio show has been partnering with my not-for-profit for the last couple of months. We have been intentional in offering like 1 hour shows in regards to CHBM Services page and catch all them playbacks, because the YouTube link is there. I got you. So we had 2 female therapists on, and I'm gonna forget people's names because I'm thinking and I'm nervous at the same time, but I got the information.
She keeps saying she's nervous, and I'm done because
look, you never get to that point. Like, you just don't get to that point where you're just going to be naturally okay. And if anybody ever tells you that, because that's like the interviewing rule 101, nervousness is completely fine. Yeah. You are not, if you walk in completely confident, you are arrogant and you are going to blow that interview. A part of me,
I feel a twinge of nervousness right before I like press go live. I'm like, woo!
That's a part of being human, and that's a part of being humble. And we should never lose that twinge of humility, right? But anyway, I'm not gonna get on that soapbox. Started in March. We started with the show. So we had one about self-care for women for Women's History Month. Then in May, we had one promoting waist beating and talking about that phenom and why that's important. All of these replays are on my podcast or on my social media. All links are on CHBM Services. Then we had 2 of the dopest doctors. Dr. Shan and Dr. Kisha Roberts Tab. We had them talking about the mother-daughter relationship. That show was phenomenal. It's June. So this month we have, I think it's Wednesday the 16th. We're giving back to the dads. So I do not leave my men out. Like, I don't leave my men out.
Fathers out here. It is some good fathers out here. Okay.
So we are talking about self-care with the dad. So Anthony Townsend is going to be on, and one of my homies who is a social worker, Lawrence Cole, he is going to be on. And so that whole show is dedicated to self-care and the dads.
And Mr. Townsend is dope. Oh man, y'all,
that is my brother from another mother. That man is phenomenal. So we're gonna have a great conversation, and I'm asking all of the questions because we're here to help, and that's what it's for.
Absolutely.
End of the month, the last Saturday of this month, which is National Beauticians Day, we are going to be intentional with talking about how cosmetologists and barbers can incorporate their businesses, because everybody out here hustling, but are you legitimately out there the way you need to, so that you can be protected, and you can really be, getting them chips the way you need to.
That's an event right there.
July, we are going to have a show dedicated to renting versus owning and the real ugly truths behind that, because in August, our one event is going to be a food insecurity and eviction moratorium informational. So we will be on the ground. We will be in the community at Bordeaux Galleries. We are going to do a food giveaway. We are going to have workshops that are dedicated to financial literacy and budgeting. So we're going to have professionals that are sitting on that sit in the financial literacy space, from loan officers to tax protect. One of your sponsors is one of our panelists.
Is it tax strategy by chance?
Yes, it is. It is tax strategy. Yes, it is.
Tax strategy. I told y'all they come with the education. Y'all better get these education and resources now. It's real.
And we all leverage each other because we're connected like across the board. Yes. We are also going to have a real estate attorney that is participating, as well as real estate agents that'll be there, because we want to get resources to people. I am working on getting IHDA, the Illinois Housing Development Association. I forget what it stands
for. So many letters and words in there, but the people.
But those are the people who are responsible for most of the resources that support people who may be facing eviction, and we want to make sure that we're proactive in getting information to you that'll keep you from getting evicted. So, and then just for kicks and giggles, because it's got to do with food insecurity and homelessness, of course, we are going to get some menus out there to you guys and do a food prep so folks can start leveraging what's in their kitchen, so we can stop with the crab boils and all of these other wonderful things that we are wasting money on. I need it. Yeah, because the only way that we're going to get ourselves out of poverty.
No crab legs. Ask Catherine, they can't have no crab legs.
The only way that we're going to get ourselves out of poverty and move to the next level is if we are responsible with our spending, and that is inclusive of our eating as well. So some people might be like, what in the world does homelessness and groceries have to do
together though
with career development? So. If you can't eat and you have no place to live, how are you focusing and showing up as your best self at work?
That's true.
So we focus.
John said to cook them if you got them.
Anyway, no, but we deal for the for-profit and for the not-for-profit. We focus on a holistic approach. So we try to make sure that we're dealing with the whole body. You can't show up for work. You can't job search. You can't function the way that you need to if there are real needs that are not being met. So there is nothing that is off the table for us. We literally dance in all of the lanes if it's going to help you to be able to be a better you.
Absolutely. So. Look, you all heard it from Miss Ask Catherine yourself. Okay. It's like what I love about all of the, our sponsors and partners with the Blueprint Media and the Blueprint Live is that we are all in the service for others. I mean, and if you notice, everybody, well, Fiya, they in the service for people too, if you kind of want to feel a little good. Okay. But, I mean, for real,
it's all relevant.
It's all relevant, because it's like whatever you need to do to be at your best self. So, I'm really excited about it. And I mean, you already know whatever you got going on, I'm promoting it over here.
I appreciate you.
There are people out here that, a lot of people, they'll scroll past stuff, but if it's something that's going to help them grow and be better people, if we can be a part of getting that word out, who are we not to do it,
And I mean, we truly do. We cater to parents because I have a soft spot for single parents, unmarried parents. That's the only thing that single parents mean. Unmarried parents, because I've been on that journey. However, everything that I have is applicable across the board. And, for the person who is like, well, I don't necessarily need coaching, or, I'm not a parent, so I don't want to read the book. And right now I'm not in the place where, I want to deal with accountability or talking about who can go, because that's the last 2 books. I have the affirmation deck, and the affirmation deck is probably, I'm proud of everything that I have done, but there was a different level of accomplishment that was felt when I held this deck in my hand.
Okay, so now first off, this is new to me. I ain't even gonna lie, I didn't know that you had the affirmation deck. Now, because there's a few people. If I'm gonna get some affirmation decks, Ask Catherine is one of them. So yes, ma'am.
It's 33 cards, right? So y'all ain't gonna be able to see these because I got my hands over them. But I just love my logo colors and stuff because they're so warm and inviting.
So wait, so look, now we love CHBM Services over here. Is it possible to get a small sneak peek?
Oh, I got you. And I got them on hand. So I got lights falling.
Oh, they need to get over there. Stop it.
Got lights falling in the background. Man down.
New affirmation strong, baby. Okay.
So let's see. How about failure is only permanent if I decide not to try again. Everything that I need to be successful is attracted to me. As I move towards my end goal, I will attract more of what I need.
Absolutely.
I refuse to stop growing as a person. I will own the development that I need.
Yes. Wait. They got to get the rest of that CHBM.
It's 33 of them, but I'm with you. So the premise of the deck is twofold, right? So they focus on self-esteem, self-care, development, and accountability. So every last one of the cards, they have a statement that fits into one of or multiple of those realms, and that's intentional.
Okay.
We don't have the conversations that our counterparts have growing up. So self-esteem is a natural struggle. You can't go into the workplace and not believe in yourself. You can't function and not believe in yourself, right? Okay. So I sat down and I thought about 33 different phrases that may be able to help, most of which are I statements. And I chose I statements intentionally because that's one, how you diffuse situations and conflict, and two, how you sell yourself. So subconsciously, us going through this, we're reaffirming ourselves, we're growing our self-esteem, we're reminding ourselves of things that we should already have top of mind, as well as we're learning a new skill. And then I just like them too because they're cute, and then they're made of linen. And no one else has linen cards, so it's really dope.
You better have a linen card. Look, you know what? I'm so happy for all of the things to come. I mean, all of the things that you named. Somebody knows somebody that needs that as a resource in their life right now. So you all make sure that you go and you follow, and and then CHBM Services U. That's a different page. So if you want to sign up for some services, is that where they would go?
So everything is linked to the CHBM Services page. CHBM Services University is just where all of my either community engagements that I've done and or all of my trainings that I host are there. And then for the not-for-profits who don't have the budget for workforce development per se, and they still want to offer it, I have a workforce development program. It's a little over $300 or something like that every 90 days. And then, of course, people who are smart and thrifty as we are, pay for it the one time for the 90 days. And then everybody in the program can use it for the 90 days. But after the 90 days, I'm cutting you off.
Snip.
You
gotta go. You gotta go.
So, but that's because I'm not here to get rich. I'm here to help. But that's your buy-in. So you're gonna spend
at the end of the day, I feel like if you're gonna be able to help somebody get to the next level, at the end of the day, we all have to remember you got to invest in yourself first.
Absolutely.
And that's what it comes down to. So it's a valuable service, and I appreciate even the opportunity to be able to help get it out to the masses, because that's what it's all about. Somebody gonna hear about what you got going on, and they need your services. They need you. You get what I'm saying?
I hope so. Look, I hope so, because I need them too.
Look, we need it out here, okay?
Right, we need to be needed out here.
We need it. But no, I want to thank you so much for for coming on the show. Any last words before you leave me tonight?
Just tune in. Like, I give away so much stuff for free. All of the events that I mentioned are all free to the public. You guys just have to tune in to the radio show. And I guarantee, like, once you can connect from that standpoint, you ain't gonna have no problem spending money.
Right. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, hold up, let me sign up.
She has a what? Let me go ahead and grab that. And I mean, it worked for me, it's worked for others. And I'm really not trying to sell anything. I'm confident in what I know. Absolutely. And I know that I'm rooted in the right reasons. I want to help us. So
absolutely. Absolutely
It is
not.
what
Well,
it
look,
is.
look, you got my support. And if I ever have any resources, I'm passing them along. Okay. Because
I
that's what it's all
appreciate you.
about. We got to build. So if, even if you are listening to this, if, after hearing Ask Catherine's story and what she has going on, if you feel that you could offer something positive, it's all about making those connections and really networking with each other. That's how we grow what they say, your net worth
is in your network.
Absolutely.
Or your network is your net worth. Absolutely. And I share everything. I share it all. So if you got it, send it and I will share it, because I don't care where the information comes from, as long as it's credible. As long as it's credible. It has to be credible.
Please don't give us no fake stuff.
Yeah, it has to be credible. So I do care from that standpoint. But outside of that, I don't have competition. I'm not in competition with anyone. It's about helping the people. So if you got it, send it. And I'm going to share it and I'm going to let people have it, because that's what it's about. It's about us winning. So.
And that's why you're going to keep winning, Ask Catherine. I want to thank you so much for coming on the Blueprint Live tonight. It's always great talking to you. You always got a good word.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I will talk to you soon. You all make sure that y'all go and follow Ask Catherine. Get in tune. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Y'all, man, she is just dope. And John said it. He called her a phenomenal woman. She is really, really helping y'all out here. I'm going to take a quick break. And then when I come back, I got my Hate It and Love It. See you in a minute. Are you or someone you know in need of a job? Go ahead and reach out to Closing the Gap Staffing. They have positions available for all professionals. Visit ClosingTheGap.edu.com for more information. And be sure to let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Oh my goodness. So y'all, it's time for Hate It and Love It. Whew, but if you just joining me, make sure that you are dropping those businesses in the comments. I want to connect with you. All of my people that's on here with me tonight, they want to connect with you too. So let's get to it. All right. I'm going to go ahead. Remember, I like to start it. We're going to go up. We're going to go up. What's going on with all the shootings on the expressway? There's been, in the Chicagoland area, there's been over 90 expressway shootings from January 2021 up until, I believe that total was given out yesterday, as far as around the 90 area. What's going on with that? First off, last year, I believe that during that period of time, it was only about 39 shootings at that time. And we've already tripled that at this point. What the hell is going on? Why are y'all doing this? I don't really get it. I don't get it. Shout out to the Black Dollar Days. My sponsor, Miss Faye Porter, is in the house. Hey, girl, make sure that you all go and register your business. Be Your Own Kind platform said that's insane. Yes, ma'am, it is. I've literally been reading the news on it, and I'm just like, wow, over 90 shootings in the Chicagoland area. Then yesterday, I got off work. I met my Auntie Tracy to, we went to Wildfire. Oh, y'all, it was good. It was real good. Okay. And by the time I got home, I got to my car, I drove home. And I looked, I get the little alerts from WGN and ABC7, shit, watch the news. That's what we're supposed to do. But, I looked and there was a story that, that someone had gotten shot off 31st Street, on the expressway, the same expressway that we had just crossed. And it's a very, it's a little scary. It's just like, you got to worry about being in your car and worrying about how cars are driving and 18 wheelers and all these other things. And now you got to worry about like could I possibly be hurt, while I'm just trying to get to and from my destination? Faye said copycat shootings. People are insane. Ronald said the world is open now. People are outside. Yeah, they are. Be Your Own Kind platform can be found on all streaming platforms. There's never an inopportunity to be yourself. Y'all better go and follow. That's one of our partners. We have FluentRadio checking in. That's one of our partners too. So it's lit, y'all. Make sure that y'all go and support them. Go and support. And I got this light on. We finna cut that off. It's leaving a horrible ring. Wildfire is my favorite. Martini flights. Yes. I had a pomegranate margarita. That's what I had. But yeah, getting back to my head of it though. Definitely the expressway shootings and different things, just the shootings in general. It's just like, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. And, it's gotten so out of control. They were calling for Mayor Lightfoot to resign and all of these different things. And it's just like, I listen to some of those arguments and I'm just, while I don't agree, I'm always okay with listening to the other side of things, but I'm just like, y'all act like she the one that's out here doing this to everybody on the expressway. I don't understand what she has to do with that. Why you all want her to resign? What can be done that anybody else can't do? The shootings and all of these things have increased, unfortunately, in that neighborhood. When you know somebody personally and they've been shot before, this is a friend or a family member or somebody that in your vicinity. Everybody knows somebody that's been afflicted by this type of violence. It has to stop. It has to stop. So that's my head of it. My second one, I think I might have shared this with you all. So, Catherine and I were talking about our, 9 to 5s, our corporate jobs and everything. And mine's, they just reversed their hybrid policy that they had going on, where we could do like half the week at home, half the week in the office, and it was cool because it's like you can get out there. But before I go into that though, hold on, I want to read this comment from Ronald. He said, I was stuck on the southbound ramp right before 31st last night for an hour for another event on the expressway. I couldn't tell if it was the earlier shooting or another incident. God, are you serious? First off, I'm sorry that you had to sit through that, because it ain't nothing like when you want to go home. Y'all make sure y'all got gas in y'all car, water, whatever it is that you need, because clearly they finna keep on playing on these expressways like this. It's ridiculous. Lynn, hold on. Let me put what Lynn said. She said stricter gun control laws are needed across the country. Absolutely. Absolutely. And my whole thing is, why the state troopers be all on the expressway trying to monitor how fast or slow we're going. I don't go fast or anything. Wink, wink. They need to be looking out for these shooters and get this. We got to start getting this together. It's getting ridiculous out here. So, yes. I thank you all for your comments, and I agree with you, Ronald. That sucks that you were stuck on it. He said for an hour, and he couldn't tell if it was the first event or another event that went on. Come on now. If you hear that and don't feel like you got to do better, I don't know what you can do at this point. But yeah, my second hated it, them reversing the policy. So now we got to go into the office 4 days out the week and only work 1 day from home. And I'm salty. I'm going to go ahead and take a sip on that. Don't get me accustomed to something that you're not going to let be a constant in my life. We don't all need to be there. I keep telling everybody, I'm like, just because people feel like that the end of COVID is near, you still gonna have to give me 4 to 6 feet. Back up. Back up out my face. I'm gonna need y'all to do that. I don't know about y'all, but I'm just like, I don't want people to breathe on me. And okay, side note, I'm still looking more into this, so I don't want to talk about it too much. But in regards to the COVID-19 pandemic, have y'all been seeing the things about the emails that leaked from Dr. Fauci? For me, I don't like to talk about anything on the show that I'm not well versed in or that I don't have all of the knowledge about. But I kind of one of my classmates from Rich Central, shout out to all the Olympians. She shared a status, basically, kind of like on some "I told you so" type of stuff. There's a lot of people were saying it was conspiracy theories and they weren't really believing what Dr. Fauci had to say. Y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, it wasn't good what I read. I'll leave it to you all to go if y'all want to go and look at that, and then we can talk about it next week after everybody read it, because I saw it right before I started getting ready for the show, and I'm like, I got to come back to this shit. I got to read more on this. Hold on. They said COVID is still around. Absolutely. People got to stop acting like it's not. Catherine said, as you should be. That is a morale killer and an integrity issue. Yeah, it is. I feel like why do they want us back into the building, Catherine? It's absolutely ridiculous. Faye, yes, the emails, I think, what was the hashtag? I think it was like hashtag Dr. Fauci's email or emails. If you try those. Yeah, y'all. I mean, it was things in there about like the mask situation and how it's not going to really help nothing, and how it was, I'm not going to say too much, because for one, what they not going to do, the powers above, they not about to take me off the air, baby. I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but y'all read it for yourself, and then let's talk about it. I'll start a thread. We could talk about it real soon, because it was just a little wild to me. That's that. But what my love it this week was, she said he got paid, baby. That is hilarious. She said Dr. Fauci got paid. My love it this week is just being able to have had the extra time to relax over the weekend. My sister had her beautiful baby shower for baby Kylan, so he is on his way. And, it was a great weekend with family and friends, my husband, everybody. We just had a good time. Of course, just being outdoors, having a few cocktails, eating some good food, and having good times with your loved ones. That's what it's really all about. So that was definitely my love it this week. I told y'all last week I was excited that we was having an extended weekend. I went to go see A Quiet Place 2 and all of that. And y'all, the movie was off the chain. Do you hear me? It was off the chain. I don't know if y'all into thrillers, like that suspense thrillers and what's gonna happen, but I'm totally into those type of movies, and they draw me in every time. So crazy part about it is I had not seen the first A Quiet Place until maybe like a week or so ago. My husband, it came on FX. It was like maybe 15 minutes into the movie. I'm like, wait a minute, no, we have to start this over. This movie looked good. I'm like, I like the ones where it's going to make me jump a little bit. I'm like, woo, what's going on? So I watched the first one for the first time a couple weeks ago. So when, we were seeing the previews and he's just like, the second one's coming out, are we going to the show? I'm just like, hell yeah, we're going to the show. Let's go see it. So we were there, and funny thing, I can't tell you guys. Again, this is another thread I have to start, because I'm not a movie spoiler. I will never, ever spoil the movie for anybody that is listening in. But there was one part that had my husband and I cracking up that happened. And I'll share it with you all after y'all tell me y'all seen it already. I'll share it with you. But it had us cracking up. Hold on. Ronald said the movie was dope, especially in the Dolby Atmos theater. Okay. Now, see, we ain't do all of that now, okay? we didn't do all of that. No, that wasn't what that was. But I'm pretty sure that was absolutely amazing. And let me see. Be your own kind. Dr. Fauci is the hashtag on Twitter. Oh my goodness. Thank you for giving me that information. I'm going to be looking into that after the show concludes. But that's my hate and love it for the week. I want to go ahead and get into the what would you do? But first, I need a little bit of music. What we gonna jam out to? What we gonna jam out to?
Get in my vibe. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Feel my vibe. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get in my vibe. Feel my vibe. Get in my vibe. Feel my vibe. Feel my vibe.
What you got in your cup, y'all? Is this what would you do? It's not too bad. But you're going to need it for the what's happening, what's up.
Feel my vibe. Feel my vibe. Yeah. Every day I am who I say I am. If I wasn't, why would I say I am? I had to hustle my way up.
This is not them Mega. That's Mega.
When I saved up, then hustle to save up. Got a problem to raise up. Take a lot to amaze us. We not them on the way.
You better be drinking champagne, Faye. Ooh. I have Cooper's Hawk Red Sangria.
What can be greater? Now that's me.
That's me.
Cause every day I am who I say I am. If I wasn't, why would I say I am? I had to hustle my way up. Hustle to save up. Flip what I saved up. Then hustle to save up.
Okay. Tonight's what would you do? Let's get into it. Okay. So this young lady, she is she's African American. And this is how she started off. She said, I met a Caucasian gentleman yesterday. I received a text today at 10 a.m. Hey, I Googled you and found these pics. My friend said you look of Caribbean descent. Are you Caribbean or African American? He then proceeds to text me the pictures of myself that he found online during his Google search. I blocked him, but my girlfriend said that I reacted prematurely. What do you say? What would you have done if you were in my predicament? Y'all, people don't even know how to hide. They crazy no more. That's how I feel about that. Okay. So let's have a real moment. If you meet someone, probably not this soon, but at some point, you may just do a little bit. I'm not going to call it like a background check. We're not going around, like, oh, let me run this social. We're not doing things like that. But, you may become friends with them on social media. Like it'll be an organic relationship. But to have met this person and then they exchange numbers with you clearly, because that's how y'all were able to text each other. And the first thing you did was Google, and then you sent the pics. As Catherine, we share the same sentiments. She said that's weird, and I would be very inclined to agree. We got to stop doing weird stuff to people. We got to start minding our business, or if we're going to get to know somebody, getting to know them. Now, this young lady made it a point to say, like, hey, she's African American, so that's why she kind of pointed out the different things. I personally don't think that she overreacted. I mean, I probably would have just told him, like, hey, you're being super weird right now. This is weird. Why, why would you do that and then send it to me, or whatever the case is? And it's just like, I'm gonna stay away from that. Hold on, let me read what Faye said. Faye said she did the right thing. African Americans and Caribbean people are black. That was stupid. He was a stalker. He would have tracked her down. I don't trust it. I don't think that she moved too hastily at all, personally. Faye said, or was okay. Well, I mean, we're gonna hope that it's not that thing, but you don't know who nobody is until you get to know them. That's the real thing. So, if you are getting uncomfortable vibes with somebody, you don't have to entertain anybody that you don't want to, whether if it's on a romantic level, family, friends, coworkers, whatever. You don't have to entertain anything that you don't want to if it makes you uncomfortable at all. I will never ever be like, oh yeah, like that's what you should do. Like, no, girl. If you got a bad vibe, you got a bad vibe for a reason. And can't nobody tell you. This is the thing. People will try to get you away from your own intuition. You know how you feel. You could be uncomfortable, feeling all wound up and everything. And then somebody could try to persuade you that that's not actually how you're feeling, or that the vibes that you're getting, they're not valid. You get what I'm saying? I don't think you acted prematurely. I think that you responded in the way that you were supposed to, given the situation. It's nothing wrong with being a little cautious. That's ridiculous to me, me personally. She said, yes, it was me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my love. But no, I just, that's where I'm at. Don't let nobody push off their things on you, because guess what? Nobody feels your uncomfortability with the situation. Nobody feels that or sits with that but you. You get what I'm saying? So what you have to do is, if you run into a situation like this, don't question your decision. You made the decision that was best for you at that time, and you didn't make it like, oh, this is, I need to hurry up and do this. No, what he did was weird, and anybody else would have been freaked out. But see, me, I'm a little bit more confrontational. I want to have a conversation. Why did you Google me and send this shit to me? Is my exact question that I would ask. But I think I'm a little bit more confrontational than most. But no one's judging you for what you did, girl. You did what you had to do. This is what would you do that I'm proud of. We walking away from stuff that make us uncomfortable or don't make us feel good. You don't have to sit around for nothing or try to get to know it and do all that. Girl, he been an oops upside your head or something. People crazy. People are crazy. For real, for real. And I mean, talking about like mental health and all of those other things, that's a whole completely different topic, even within our own race. But for everybody got something going on. And for that to be the first move that he made, y'all hadn't even had a conversation at the point, I would be freaked out too, sis. We chucking the deuces. Let me take a quick break real quick. And then when I come back, I've got the what's happening, what's up tonight. Y'all, these people crazy. Hold on tight with me. I'll be right back. Shop MzMetchi's exclusive sunglasses collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, at MzMetchi.com/shop. You won't be disappointed.
Why you?
Ask BlueJae is available for all your business needs. They offer website and social media management, business organization and preparation courses, project management, and you can even shop the Black Excellence collection. This features clothing, mugs, notebooks, and everything that you need. And if you use the code MECHI10, you can get 10% off at checkout. Make sure that you log on and check out Ask BlueJae and let them know the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Hey, y'all. My Chicagoans, how are you all feeling about being in phase 5? Y'all opening all the way up on June 11th. Woo, 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 woo. Are y'all excited? Or am I just excited for y'all because I work out there? I don't know. Hold on, Ronald. I missed your comment. He said, in this era with all the women being killed by soft, emotional men, I think she made the right decision. If you are just tuning in, Ronald is talking about the What Would You Do that we just had, where the young lady gave her number out to a gentleman and he texted her Google pictures that he found online by looking her up. So yes, I totally agree. We have to move and be safe. Okay. Getting back to the what's happening, what's up. Please be safe with everything opening up. Chicago was one of the last cities to kind of get on board with the rest of the different parts in Illinois that had already started, their different phases as far as reopening in their community. So, they're fully ready. So, everyone's masking up. I mean, there's a lot of different things that's floating out around there. And I would just say this, be safe. For me, you still got to give me 4 to 6 feet. I have loved ones that I cannot get sick. Like that is absolutely, I cannot be the vessel that carries that particular thing. And there are a lot of people that share in that same sentiment. So let's be safe with reopening. Y'all asses already was acting up during the holiday with all these shootings and all this other stuff. Please, we begging y'all to stop. The communities is begging y'all. Faye said, not excited. I think that is too soon, especially with Memorial Day just passing. You know what? I am inclined to agree with that, because they haven't even really gotten the totals or gotten the numbers back. Like you remember how when all of the other holidays were passed, they're like, oh, Thanksgiving, we're going to monitor what's going on. People are traveling, the spread. We need to kind of get a little bit more solidified in the fact that it's not going down like that anymore. So it is a little bit more time, but there are other surrounding cities that people frequent often that are actually open right now. So all we can do at this point is fingers crossed. Ronald said, no, violence is already out of control. Being fully open with full capacity will make people think COVID is over, and it is absolutely not. There are so many other cities that were very eager, I feel like, outside of the Illinois and Chicagoland area, that were so eager to reopen. And it is still a little bit of a scary time because it's just so much that we don't know. It's so much that we don't know. And I mean, everyone, not everyone, but most people that I can say that I know and some of their loved ones, they know someone that was affected by the COVID-19 virus. And all we can do is just do the best that we can and do our parts and really just kind of hope for the best as they do move into this new phase. It's kind of like a fingers crossed type of thing. So I'm just, praying for everybody out there. Look, even if you don't take the prayers, that's okay. You ain't got to take them. I'm still going to give them out anyway. But, I just hope that everybody acts responsibly, because y'all know the communities that don't like to wear masks, they really like, woo. All right, I'm going to take y'all up this next story. Are y'all ready? Hold on. Ronald said everything is only really opening because so much money was lost in the last year, not because it's actually safe to open. I agree. Faye said other cities were eager and had to reverse course, but give me my 6 feet. People gonna have to forever give me my 6 feet. You gonna have to always back up as far as I'm concerned. Give me my 4 to 6 feet. Move along now. They be trying to walk all up on my desk and stuff at work. I scoot back. I'm like, don't come up on my desk. 4 to 6 feet. 4 to 6. 4 to 6. Be your own kind said they trying to downplay COVID now that we have the vaccine, but the vaccine does not make you invincible. Absolutely. She said she agrees, Ronald. I agree too. As Catherine said, it'll never be the same. I mean, yeah, I wish we could go back to like how they had us working from home, child. Because if I don't never see them people a day in my life, I'll be okay. Just send my check. But I love my team though. But I'm just like, some things, we can't do it. This next story I got for y'all. A Texas mother has been charged after police say that she accidentally shot her 5-year-old son while firing multiple times at a puppy running loose in a Houston neighborhood over the weekend. Angelia Vargas, 24, is charged with deadly conduct and discharge of a firearm in the Saturday afternoon incident. She tried to shoot at a loose dog running near her home. She fired 3 shots with a small caliber pistol, and one of the bullets ricocheted and struck her son in the abdomen. The 5-year-old was taken to the hospital. He's been stabilized, and they say that it's not life-threatening, injuries that he suffered. But yeah, she shot her child. She shot her 5-year-old son in the abdomen trying to shoot the dog. And I have so many questions. So many questions that need answers that I know I'm not going to get any of that. Sis, Angelia Vargas, your mama and them ain't never told you back in the day, like, if a dog run up on you, you can't run or do anything that's going to further excite the dog. You just supposed to like be still. They want to sniff you. They want to see what the hell you talking about. You got to be cool. Now, if they start biting you and all that other stuff, you got to probably get with that particular vicious animal, like, how you would a person if they was trying to jump you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never here to promote no type of violence towards nothing, but most of the dogs, they be running up on you. This was a damn puppy. He probably wasn't trying to attack nobody. He is a puppy. I have major questions that need major answers. Okay, let me get some of these reactions here. Be your own kind girl. Yes, I was surprised too. I had the little face with the tears coming down. I'm just like, you shot your 5-year-old over a puppy. It's 55 things wrong with this right now. She is a damn fool for having a gun anywhere near her baby over a dog. Woo is what I said as well. She said, wow. Like, I'm like this. Woo. Okay, that's what it was. When he said Texas and Florida always got something going on. Oh, baby, we going to Florida next. We going to Miami after this. But I have to tell y'all about it. Y'all, she really did that. Now, this is the thing. For one, if you are a firearm owner, it is very important for you to get acclimated to your firearm. You should be going to shoot. You should have good aim. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shit, if you gonna use the damn thing, hit your target. That is the problem with all of these senseless shootings, because it's just that word is senseless. They don't know how to shoot. You don't have no aim. You just out here with a firearm, irresponsible as hell. You got to get it together. If you are a firearm owner, you need to go and get a little bit more acclimated with your firearm. Ain't nobody got time for you to be out here spraying bullets. Then you shot 3 times and let it graze your damn child. What is wrong with these people? What's wrong with them? Now, let's go ahead and go to Miami. Let me see. Wait a minute, Faye. In fact, she said, was she high? Maybe she was hallucinating and thought the puppy was a German Shepherd. I don't know. Be your own kind. You right. No one is taking gun lessons. They're not. Or shooting lessons. They're not. This is the thing. If you done spent the money on that, you done spent the money, you got your gun legit. You got it, you got it together. You got your papers. You got all of that. Invest. We were just talking about it with Ask Catherine. You got to invest in yourself, okay? So it's situations like these that can be avoided. It's because it's like if you really going out there with that flop, you really going out there with that thing and you skilled in what you're going to do, you're not going to miss your target and you are definitely not going to hit your child. Speaking of other dummies with this gun stuff, because I told y'all this is my hated it today, so I'm like, let me bring you some news that you might need to use at this point. Boy shot after dad takes him on a paintball drive-by. Homeowner fires back with a real gun in Miami. Thinking his home was under attack, a Florida homeowner says that he shot and wounded a 10-year-old whose father had driven him to participate in a drive-by shooting with his paintball gun. Opelika police say 26-year-old Michael Williams agreed to his son's request to drive by the home Sunday night and let his son fire the paintball gun. Williams has been charged after he acted recklessly by agreeing to conduct a drive-by paintball shooting, According to the police, the homeowner, he mistook it as gunfire to his home. He fired back. The child was injured. In the confusion, unfortunately, and he was ran over by a van after getting shot by the gentleman in the house. Williams is charged with child neglect with great bodily harm. The child is expected to recover, but wow. Catherine said, I'm logging out now. Bahaha. The girl, if you got to go, I'll talk to you later, because I'm telling you, these people are some fools, some hot fools. Yes, I agree. That was a great question. She may have been on something, because I'm like, how you going to shoot your 5-year-old? That's a little bit of a problem. Hey, Dad, thank you for checking in. That's my pops, y'all. Whitney says, see, Texas and Florida always get some stuff going on. It's a mess. They always say. In regards to Miami, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I agree. I mean, thankfully with both of these children, they are still able, they're going to make a recovery. It's not going to be something that's going to be threatening to their life. But I mean, dang, what are y'all doing out here? And then my whole thing is, I'm not a parent, so I can't. I will not speak on what a parent should do. But I can say from the perspective of a child that if I know that Dad, you on here, so let's talk about it. If I would have went to my dad like, hey, Dad, Dad, I want to go and I want to take my paintball and my paintball gun, and I want to go and I want to shoot people's houses up. I'm going to go ahead and say that probably as a child, I'm expecting them to be like, no, you can't do that. Don't go around destroying other people's properties. There's certain things and conversations that my parent is going to have with me as a child. If I go and tell them something is ludicrous like that, I would probably as a child be looking at my parent like, what's going on with them that they going to take me over here to shoot these people's houses up with paintball guns? How old did they say he was? 26, Lord Jesus. You said get your right. Right, for real. It's too much. Love you too, Dad. Love you too. Ronald said, what was the race of the paintballers? They didn't specify. So you already know what that is, Ronald. You know what it is. And then my dad said to get your ass in the house. That's exactly what he right. He gonna be like, what are you talking about? Like he gonna be like, are you high? Like, are you on something that you coming in here asking me for this stupid request? We not playing stupid games no more. We not winning stupid prizes. So that was what's happening. What's up? Okay. Bottom line, with those stories, I really wanted to highlight it because I definitely want to tie it in with the hated it. It's too much senseless violence that's going on, y'all. We gotta, sometimes it gets so out of control, you don't even really know what you can do to try to fix those things. And it's super unfortunate, but we got to pull it together and do something because y'all, these people crazy. They crazy. They around here trying to shoot puppies. Why are you trying to shoot a puppy? I don't even have no more to say on it though. But look, I'll be right back. I got to take a quick break. And then when I come back, I got the lavish look of the week. And then we talking about, do bonnets belong outside the house? I'll be right back. Tax season is among us. Make sure that you get with the pros at Tax Strategy to help you limit your tax liability and help you get back the maximum refund that you and your family deserve. Visit www.yourtaxstrategy.info for more information on setting up an appointment and getting the ball rolling on your taxes this year. Let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Make sure that you all are checking out all of the sponsors for the Blueprint Live. I know y'all see these lavish look of the night. These are the Diva Blues. Ooh! I got on green today, but that's okay though, because I'm going to do what I can, okay? Look of the week is Diva Blue. Make sure that you all shop. If you haven't already seen the flyer that I've had out, Lavish Looks is going to be at the 10th anniversary celebration for Glam Couture Boutique. Okay, this is coming up on June 13th from 2 to 6 in Matson, Illinois at the Holiday Inn. Y'all come and see me at the Holiday Inn. What you doing? I'm selling glasses with me and my friends. Hey, okay. Noir Girl is gonna be there. Royalty Massages is gonna be there. Gems by Jazz is coming through. She is one of the brand ambassadors for Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. So she's gonna be in the house. You all can come and talk to her about the hair. I know y'all see the hair now. Okay, this is one of my favorite units by my girl. Jasmine got quality bundles for real, okay? So y'all make sure that y'all come and check out all of my ladies that's going to be in the building. We are celebrating and turning up for Capri Bowie's 10th anniversary. And I've said it since I started, promoting this particular event. I love it that she is taking her 10th anniversary and celebrating the other businesses, that she's come in contact with. So very, very excited about that. Diva Blue, that's the look for the week, okay? And look, this weekend, I'm super excited. Let me tell y'all. Y'all, Young M.A. is coming to the Maryville Event Center, okay? We celebrating this all red affair for Luch Spokesman's birthday. And guess who gets to do press? Just guess. Me. I'm so excited. Shout out to Bootcamp Radio. Shout out to Dub Life Entertainment. Shout out to DJ Profit. All of the heavy hitters are going to be in the building, y'all. It's going to be lit. So the online tickets are gone. It's a done deal, but you can still get tickets at the door. So make sure that y'all come out, come rock with us, come support Young and May. She's got a new project out. Personally, my favorite song is Hennied Up for more personal reasons than one. Okay. Because everyone loves a little good Hennessy. Okay. But bye Faye. She said she had to go, Loves. Bye girl. You enjoy your champagne. So y'all make sure that y'all come and check it out. Those are the things that's coming up. And make sure that you shop the Lavish Look of the Week, Diva Blue. All right. I ain't even gonna hold y'all too long. Topic of the night. Bonnets. Y'all think they belong outside the house? Or what? Me personally, I don't pass judgment on anyone else that decides to wear theirs out. But I will say that you can kind of pick up on the vibes depending on where you're at. I feel like it's something that's mostly concentrated, of course, on Black women because we're the ones that wear the bonnets, right? Monique was under fire a little bit this week for her initial video that she made when she went to the airport. And she noticed that, as she called them, all of the Black queens, they had on their bonnets and, were just the way she described it. They were, maybe somewhat looking a little disheveled, whatever. That's fine. I'll be honest. When I just came back from my trip, I noticed it too. But I feel like there's a lot of policing that goes on with what we do. I mean, if we wear weave, if we wear our natural, if we wear a scarf, if we wear a bonnet, all of these different things. I more so kind of subscribe to the notion that Tammy Roman had. She's over Bonnet Chronicles, where she's like, let people do whatever they need to do. I was actually just telling my husband before I started, I'm like, I can only count so many times in my life that I actually went out in public, like not going from my house to like my parents' house or to my sister's house or something like that, my aunt's, where I left out the house with a bonnet on. I think it's whatever you're programmed or what you're used to. Like my mom, when she was here, she didn't play that you finna have a bonnet on your head and be going places. So some things, if it's embedded in you as like, a younger person, you might not mess with it like that. So for me, I'm not judging the next person that has their bonnet on or they want to put their scarf on. But I'm just saying, as for me, it's not something that I want to do. My personal opinion. What do you all feel like? Do they belong outside the house? Are you comfortable with wearing your bonnet or seeing other people? Because like I said, for me, I just don't really feel like it's a big deal. Like everybody needs to mind their business. And if you see it in the airport, it's just like, who trying to have their faux locks, touching the seat that probably hasn't been cleaned during the times of COVID? I'm just saying, I'm just giving you guys reasonable arguments here. It's a little bit too much for me, but that's really just been on my mind like all week. I'm like, y'all really tripping over bonnets? I don't even think what Monique said was bad personally. I think that she didn't put anybody down or not uplift anyone. I think what she said was perfectly fine. So it was a little bit weird that everybody was so mad at her, but let people do whatever it is that they need to do. And then we got to stop associating that certain things that Black women do is ghetto. Now, what may not be for you in your household may not be the same for somebody else in their household, but that don't make one better than the other. And that's just my whole perspective on it. So, like I said, I ain't gonna hold you. That's my little contribution to the conversation. Before I get out of here, definitely got to give you all my quote of the night. So let me go ahead and get into it. Ask yourself if what you are doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow. One more time. Ask yourself if what you are doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow. If you got a personal goal or something that you're working on, a project that you're looking to release, whatever it is, make sure that every day you are putting in the work that's necessary to move the next day forward. I wish you the best in everything that you're doing. I can't wait to bring you all coverage this week from the Young MA concert, and just prepare for the pop-up that's going on with Glam Couture Boutique. It's so exciting. I want to thank my special guest, Ms. Catherine, for joining me. As always, she is an absolute delight to interview, and really just someone that you all can definitely learn from. And that transparency, like, you got to keep it real. It's not no fronting with her, and I love that about her. So I'm so glad that she is, came on the show tonight, and that we'll definitely be able to help get some opportunities and resources out to even my listeners too, from CHBM Services. So thank you so much, girl, for coming on the show. Shout out to Tax Strategy, Closing the Gap Staffing, Fiya Infusions, Ask BlueJae, the Black Dollar Days, and Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. We keep it all together, and we keep it all going. And again, it's about you. Every week I come here, it's to inform and to get us all connected and working together. So I love y'all. You can follow me, your girl MzMetchi, on all platforms at MzMetchi. That's MzMetchi. I know you see it. Okay, I know you hear it. And make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company on Facebook, and at the BP Media Co. on Twitter and Instagram. Okay, I love y'all. It's been real. Have a good night. Be safe. That's number one. Okay. I love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.